Welcome back to more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So, last time, you made a little bit more progress through the extension. You also got the Lily allowing us to use the Alter Persona for Ellie, Gabriel. And yeah, again, I really like Gabriel, so hopefully you can make some good use out of her. And yeah, here's what skills actually called it, Lily's Jail. I actually didn't really realize that, so yeah, I'll keep that in mind for the other skill, I guess. It's called Release Jail in the original, so yeah. But yeah, Release Jail probably makes a lot more sense for Gabriel. But anyway, let's make a start. This time I'm going to 2C, and he's here. Man with a sword. Gee, I wonder who that is. The night is still, the streets are quiet. In this house lived my love. My heart is empty. Who are you? I don't know who you are, but could you tell me? Where am I? Who am I? Why am I carrying this sword? I can't remember. I came here for a reason, but I can't remember. Why? So what we need to do is we need to help this guy out. If there was some kind of chance that I might regain my memory, not having one's memory is a sad thing. So yeah. So what we need to do is we need to help that guy recover his memories, which is odd, but hey. That's what we need to do here. So we're in 2C now, and this area is like Mount Iwato. So what we need to do first is we need to go basically left. And yeah, before we do that though, I'm gonna give Balfu Vishnu for this fight that's going up because yeah, we want Bufu dying, so I could show off Release Jail and its fusion spell. So yeah. The fusion spell's all I really care about, so that's probably all I'm gonna show, but hey. Now show up what the skull actually looks like. But anyway, we are finding angels in this place. That's going to be the main enemy type. So yeah, Balfour needs to go first. Ulala needs to go, not Ulala. Ellie needs to go second. And then I guess Maya has all my skills, so yeah, she can go here. So yeah, I'll go for Asteroid Bomb. We'll go for Lily's Shale, and then we'll go for Booth Time. Because yeah, this requires Ice Almighty and Release Shale. So yeah, so let's go for that. We could just keep using this skill because again, we'll see how much damage it does. That's what I'm more interested in. Yes, I wasn't really sure last time. So here's Ice Shahad. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, damage is roughly the same as... Damage is roughly the same as Nuclear Missile. I think it's slightly weaker, but that's fine. But anyway, we got Heat Wave, awesome. Again, not a very good skill, but hey, I'll take it. So I think, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to using Nuclear Missile here. But we can still keep using Ellie for that, so yeah. And yeah, I don't necessarily need the mutation gear anymore, so I'm going to go back to all around earrings. There we go. If I do want to max out all of Ellie's stats, she'll be fine. In terms of, you know, battling capabilities, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, now I'll have Balfu go back into Lucifer so we can use Nuclear Jihad again. So anyway, good stuff. So yeah, we want to go here first, through this warp, because if you go this way, you can get a random encounter against some warp powers. But yeah, like I said, this place is basically the angel enemies, that's what you're going to be finding, so yeah. So we're going to go for Nuclear Jihad again. Again, we could use, technically if I wanted to, I could use Armageddon again. Because that would be better for our SP. But again, we'll see if we can maybe get some more mutations. But again, it's not like a necessity, so yeah. It's not a necessity to go with them. Also, yeah, another thing to keep in mind too about Release Chill is that, yeah, Ellie is the person going last, and yeah, she doesn't have as much magic attack as everyone else. Speaking of which, yeah, the Legendary Rapier did not unfortunately become its more powerful version, that's a shame. But anyway, Amber Glasses, yeah, that's the other important thing I'm looking for. Because yeah, I might need to spread the room in this place to make that happen, so yeah. I should still have the rumors. So maybe when we're like, you know, maybe when I need to talk to enemies again, maybe we could do that, but that's okay. Okay, Amber Glasses. We can now make Yamaoka the Harapan Arcana. So, let's go back and do that right away. So I should have been here, and then we're back in now, so now I can just leave and go use them right now, so yeah. And we got more angels. I should mention, yeah, because we are finding angels, that means that, yeah, if you have Michael or Gabriel, they can actually talk to them with a special dialogue. It's just that, yeah, the demon needs to talk to you for that to happen, I do believe, so yeah. It's not like Persona 1 where, yeah, if you had the right persona, it could just talk to the demon like that, so yeah. I believe that's how it works in this game. And there you go. Also, these guys have been leveled up as well, so yeah, they're all kind of strong, so they might actually be decent experience for Nandra in particular, so yeah. I think all these enemies are like in the level 60 range. So yeah, let's see, just need to go down. Let's go back to the man with the sword again. And yeah, now let's go fuse Yamaoka. I think I want to give Yamaoka Magarodine as a skill. I mean, that's what I planned, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He's got the Persona, so I obviously can't wait to talk about him as well. And yeah, we obviously want to try and get his mutation skills, so yeah. So Hierophant, I do have enough Hierophant cards, so that's good. So here's Yamaoka, and yeah, like I said, I think I want Gale card for this. Yeah, Gale card. Then I'll give him more card. And yeah, let's just fuse them and then we'll talk about him later, so yeah. So yeah, here we go. And yeah, it feels good to get this persona as well, I must admit, so yeah. Ah, young master, I'm so glad to be able to serve you again. Ah, Yamaoka, defeat anyone who would stand in your way. So there we go. So we got Yamaoka. And now we're going to obviously help him out a little bit. Let's first take him on. So I'll swap him out for Shuyin. Because again, they kind of fulfill similar roles. So yeah. They both are mixed attackers, so yeah. And both have a really good physical skill on their side. So yeah, there you go. Now let's level them up with the Awakens. And yeah, it's really nice that there's Awakens for this place. And yeah, if you didn't know, you can get them from Talos. And that's how you get those. And yeah, let's have a little look at Yamaoka again. So yeah, there you go. It's starts looking quite nice now. So yeah, now we shall talk about him for a little bit. This should be fun because again, he is, well, a very interesting persona, obviously, because of what he represents. So yeah. Our last persona we need to talk about is Yamaoka, King Nandra's ultimate persona. So, Yamaoka was Nandra's butler and acted as a father figure for most of Nandra's early life. During the events of Persona 1, he was killed off at the Makagicho Hospital after Nandra awakened to his own persona. The comeback is Nandra's ultimate persona if the player is able to get the tome needed to summon him. And yeah, he's in both routes actually, so yeah. You either need to get the right dialogue choices if you're on the Sebek route, or get the Ambrosia on Stokely route. It's believed that his strong desire to continue protecting Nandra even after death is what gave him the power that transformed him into a persona. So yeah, again, I always find Yamaoka such a really interesting persona because you don't really see a persona like this that is supposed to, which is a direct showing off a loved one basically. It's an interesting take on the ancestor personas, something that yeah, we did see earlier on in the Time Punishment, so yeah. So again, yeah, Yamaoka, I always liked him as a persona because of that, and I also felt that yeah, his design is absolutely crazy and in the best possible way in this game. So yeah, I think also because of a video I watched too, I'm pretty sure that yeah, you see him wield a Naginata, and I believe a Naginata is actually like a symbol of protection in Japanese, so makes a lot of sense for Yamaoka because he's trying to protect Nandra, obviously. So yeah. But anyway, he's changed from Judgment Arcana to Hierophant Arcana for this game. not only to match Nanjo's main Arcana, but it also fits with Yamaoka being like a father figure to Nanjo. And this Arcana is generally given to higher authority figures in Persona, like father figures or senior citizens. So yeah. And also, yeah, it is very fitting for Nanjo to carry on the legacy with one of the most important people in his life. And yeah, it's also a thing that, yeah, he would get Yamaoka as an Alter Persona to show the compassion that he gained from Persona 1, and also him being very compassionate in this game too. So yeah, again, like I said, there's a lot to like with Yamaoka, as in terms of symbolism, he's definitely one of the most interesting personas to think about in that regard. So yeah. But as a persona, he's kind of interesting because despite the different arcana, he does kind of play similarly to his original incarnation. So yeah, in terms of resistors, they're pretty solid. Not too many nulling, but not too many resistors either. So yeah, he knows wind, he knows Zero, knows light, and knows never mind, but it's neutral to basically everything else. Which isn't bad. Could be better, but yeah, could be worse as well. So yeah. But in terms of skills though, this is kind of interesting because again, like I kind of said, it's kind of similar to his Persona 1 counterpart. His Persona 1 counterpart learns a lot of similar skills actually. If you look at his Persona 1 counterpart, it learns Lullaby, which is what in a lot of ways is in this game. Not a great skill, because again, I don't really find status too useful in this game. Overall, I'd rather just, hit things very hard and useful, but hey, it's there. Love is an area effect physical skill, and he gets a much better version of that in this game in Mirrored Arrows, so that's really good. They both get the Arahan, so you got some single targeting there if you so wish, but again, at this point you probably do have a good persona with the Arahan, so you don't need it too much. He gets Makarakon. He used to get Makarakon, now it's his mutation skill, definitely one to consider because again, you can protect one of your allies from one magical attack. Could be good if you want Nanjo to play more supportive in battle. He used to get Bakoha. He does get a light skill in Mahama in this game. It's alright, but again, we have much better ways to insta-kill enemies, as we saw in Armageddon, so yeah. And then, yeah, Deadly Fist is the only skill that doesn't really have a direct counterpart in this game. That's okay, because Nanjo gets something a lot cooler than that, and that's his last skill, obviously, Guardian Hammer, the Zero version of Nuclear Missile and Release Shield. And of course, this also has a fusion spell with it too. Nuclear, or not, it's a counterpart to Nuclear Jihad in Lightning Jihad. So yeah, I think again it's just as strong as Nuclear Jihad potentially, once you get Nanjo's stats up there. And yeah, again, it's not too bad. Having all three of these Jihad skills is definitely not bad at all. So again, yeah. Because yeah, there's some of the strongest fusion spells out there outside of Armageddon. So yeah, that's obviously very nice. So yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, by comparing it to a Persona 1 combat, we've actually already covered all the skills. So yeah, that's really cool. And again, it's kind of funny that yeah, and there's a decent amount of callbacks to his Persona 1 moveset in this game. We don't really see that with Gabriel because again, Ellie has a much different persona. Well, I won't say much different. Gabriel is now her Alter Persona in this game, and he used to be Michael, so yeah. And then as for item, I think this is also pretty similar to his Persona 1 cover. He gives you a Dear Rahan card, which isn't too useful, but hey, once you are done with the extension, you can't really use Yamaoka anyway, so I guess you can return it if you so wish. I wouldn't though, probably, so yeah, because Yamaoka is a very special persona. But anyway, so like I said, I'm definitely a big fan of this guy again. I'm not really sure how useful he is. If he didn't do Nanjiro like I did before the extension, that means yeah, he will be a bit underleveled unfortunately. That is the way it is though, so that is the way it is. But hey, Nanjiro is catch up in levels, so who knows. With those all instances I have in my back pocket, maybe we can see some cool stuff with Nanjo as we continue using Yamaoka, because of course I do want to get his mutation skill and maybe some extra stats, so yeah. But again, can't praise this persona enough, and yeah, this will also be the last fight in this playthrough too, because yeah, we talked about every character's time persona and the Alter persona, and again, it was really fun to do these. I'm not so sure if I want to do this for other Persona games, because yeah, I still need to play Persona 4 for the first time. I'm not sure if I want to do it with Persona 5, which I've already played before, but we'll see. Again, I'm definitely open to playing more Persona games. We'll see when I'm able to do that. It'll all depend, obviously. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that'll be that. So yeah, that's all the Ultimate Persona is all about. Now, yeah, we can focus and yeah, let's go back to the gameplay and let's take on the rest of the EX dungeon and level 2C. Alrighty, so yeah, that's Yamoka. Like I said, a very interesting person in his own right. Of course, he has a few spells, so you also want to show that. So yeah, do I have, once again, Zio skills? I don't think I do, so... Let me have a little look. Does Shiva have... Oh yeah, Shiva does have Ziodyne, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. So yeah. There we go, and then yeah, once again, Sane has the Omai skill, if I want to use that, so yeah. Alright. So back to 2C we go. So yeah, like I probably mentioned in that bio, again, yeah, Yamoka is kind of like an ancestor persona. Again, it's kind of interesting. Definitely a very different kind of ancestor persona, like the 3 that we saw in the main game. But yeah, again, it's really interesting to think about. His persona is just, you know, super unique, and that's obviously why he's super cool. So yeah. Anyway, so now we're just going to go upwards now. So what we need to do in this area is explore and find some items, basically. That's what we're kind of doing here. And yeah, this area I think is a bit bigger than the rest too, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so what I want to do here is Nancho and Balvin, also change things up. So yeah, Ziodyne. We're going to be using Guardian Hammer here. It's enemy groups, that's good to know. And then yeah, where's Maya? There she is. She's going to be using your Maya skill once again. So yeah, so let's go for the Asteroid Bomb. Asteroid Bomb's stronger than Megidolon, so yeah. And it even hits all targets in this game, so they really buffed it, so yeah. Anyway, here we go. Lightning Shahad. And that's the last fusion spell I need to show in the game, so yeah. And yeah, it's DC strong, obviously, so yeah. And of course, yeah, if I want to get his mutation skill, yeah, I probably should give him the mutation gear, so yeah, that's something I should be doing, so yeah. We'll get more strength on Nacho. And of course, we'll keep his Ultimate Persona on him for most of the rest of this, so yeah. There's a mutation gear. Of course, that's going to cut into his stats, but it's the price we have to pay, obviously. And yeah, what we're going to do now is actually going to go... We're going to be using Giga Cyclone. So what I want to do is Baofu once again. He's just going to go back to Lucifer if I really want to use him again and again. So yeah. And again, like I said, we can use Giga Cyclone because the cool thing about that is that we can use both the new personas. So yeah. So we got a Throne and a Power here. So let's see what that is. So Giga Cyclone. Yeah, those are the people I want to use. I probably want Maya to go like that. And then yeah, just in case I need physical attacks, we'll get Photon Can, but yeah, most likely yeah, he's probably gonna just be using Armor Gun. Apu. Double Fist, that's another great use to have Sid. Maya, I mean Maya's node is actually quite bulky now, but again, like if the able to resist physical attack, like that's something nice, but you do pay the price for him being magic, so yeah. That damage is not very good to be honest, so yeah, I might regret this decision, but it's okay. He does have Zondyne, so if I really want him to use the Omai skill, then yeah, there's also that. So yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what, that's actually better. Now that I realized it. Because yeah, he can use Zondyne, she can use Freydyne, and then Maya can use Nuclear Chat, so yeah, that's a lot better. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But anyway, we're on base on floor 1 again, but this time we need to go... I think, actually no, it's not that complicated. I think there's going to be like a tunnel here, and we need to go inside, so yeah. Again, it's not really marked on the map, so yeah. Anyway, we got Principalities here, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to remember all these enemies, so yeah. So we're going to go for Nuclear Jihad here. With, like this. There you go. That's gonna good reason to have Ellie. have Radine, because I think I'm going to be using Nuclear Jihad quite a bit. It's probably going to be the rune spell I use the most here. So yeah, is going to use all the power of these 3 rune spells, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I've shown off every rune spell in the game because I showed up again. So that's awesome. So yeah, and this is obviously going to be a lot better. So yeah, this will be probably our strategy. And again, we still have Armageddon in the back. So yeah. As for the Tatsu Bros, again, they for the final battle, I might use the original party because again, everyone has got stats and very strong personas on this side, so yeah, it probably makes the most sense. But if Ellie is good enough, she could also be used because I do think that Gabriel has some potential. But anyway, in Lakish, well, we got that. Can we actually look at it in this place? I wonder. You can actually. The book which claims that Samara City is the birthplace of the Mayan civilization. It also talks about a young channeler. So there we go. Maybe that will help that person remember things. Anyway, we have some regular angels here. And again, they're all going before me, which is great. Yes, again, this will be probably a good test to see how damaging these enemies are, so yeah. But again, like I said, I'm kind of just trying to get the mutation skill here. Yeah, let's see, Malakwa. 1 damage, okay, so yeah, if it's not a very strong attack, it doesn't do that much. So that's good to know. So yeah, no need to be too afraid at the moment, so yeah. When the enemies do get stronger though, then that's when we need to probably be a bit careful, so yeah. So let's go for another one of those, there you go. So we've seen all the, I won't say all of the bonus personas, we start that one all card though, so yeah. There's still one more persona we need to talk about, but anyway, get the Karakon. So now, yeah, again, I could, given the mutation again, try to get more stats, but again, I don't think that's, if it happens, cool, but yeah, it's not something I need to happen, so I'm gonna go back to all around here, right? So we go. Now we want to do is we want to go just a little bit to the right, so yeah. So that made me think, again, we did see, some of these bonus personas. It kind of reminds me that, yeah, one episode doesn't really do this. You can, you can obviously, unlock, special personas by doing some things, and then, yeah, there's also some personas that are locked to New Game Plus as well. Like, yeah, for example, yeah, in every Persona game, you also get the Alter Persona when you max up the Social Link. Of course, those are different from the main characters' Alter Personas, but yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's actually a bit similar because, yeah, I said it's different, but yeah. What it actually is that, yeah, again, when you do get a character to max rank in Persona 4 and 5, they'll awaken to a new persona. Basically like an abort persona, so yeah. So over here we just need to take the warp point that's around her. So there you go. And now we need to go, so on base of full 1 again. Where am I? Okay, just go over here. Not too bad. So now we're on base of full 2 now. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so this is weird, but basically what we need to do is we need to go in the middle and drop down a very specific pinball. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And now they're talking to me. Now they're just regular talking to me. That's a bit of a shame, that's okay. Let's see if we can actually, talk to them. I mean, that kind of worked decent. I'll say power. What did power want again? Investigation of terror scam special. So I don't think we can do that, unfortunately. Because we obviously need, I mean, we could do this. 5 able to be in the same fight in the extra dungeon, that's what it says there. Yeah, that not just getting involved in this, but that's okay. You need to do, if these are gonna work together, you got angry for that, okay. If these are gonna work, then yeah, you need to combine with other characters, I think. So let's see. Goodbye. Nah, it doesn't work. Oh well. Again, without Again, like I was kind of saying before, without the main characters, this is a bit difficult to contact. Anyway, I actually dodged that time, so that's kind of funny. So yeah. So again, you can get an Ultimate Persona from Game Exchange, but if that Arcana is tied to another character, another party member Persona 4 and 5, they'll leak to a new Persona. And then yeah, the re-release of Persona 4 and 5 added a third tip Persona that you could get by talking to them in the new section of the game. So yeah, there's that. But I think yeah, these personas remind me of the other like personas you can get. In Persona 3, if you max out every social link, you can get Orpheus Telos as an option. And then in Persona 4 and 5, if you get to New Game Plus, then you can unlock basically the Persona you use against the final boss, which is pretty cool to be honest. So yeah. So yeah, am I in the right area? Yes, I am. So what we need to do here, again, it's a bit weird, but we need to drop into Pitfall here. It doesn't really look like a pitfall, but yeah. We want to do this because over here, we get a black butterfly, which is another key item. Yeah, this area is actually kind of long, so yeah. The other photo is M that represents the destructive potential to collect the unconscious. Interesting. Actually remind me of something interesting I watched yesterday. So, the thing about Persona is that, yeah, the butterfly is obviously, something you see a lot. Butterflies represent change. And again, you probably, if you play Persona 1, then yeah, you can definitely tell what the final boss is supposed to represent because of that, so yeah. Let's just say. And then yeah, basically it commented on, the video was about Forza Horizon 6, because yeah, again, like I was kind of saying the last time, there's a lot of cool things happen in racing games. So yeah, ooh, Turing Cell, that's really good. But Ninja does get blood, so this SP won't be so much of a problem, so yeah. Again, I want to use... I wouldn't mind using Ninja and Ellie against the final battle, it's just that again, they are not very high leveled. Which is a problem because the HP and SP is not of this enough. So yeah, again, it's probably going to be the main party for the final battle, but hey, I guess that's fine because we are using Nandra Ellie for dungeon exploration, so I think it's fine. Anyway. So yeah, what we got here? So we got some angels once again. So we're just getting out. So yeah, the thing about the trailer is it focuses really. There's like one. It's a teaser trailer basically, but it has one shot that focuses on a butterfly. And again, the person was basically talking about, hey, could this represent like change or something like that? Because again, that could be because again, the game that came before Horizon 5 didn't actually change much from Horizon 4. So maybe Horizon 6 is like a fresh new start for the series. So yeah. Or, just, more changes are going to be happening. Again, it's probably, looking too much into it, but I don't know, there's something kind of interesting. But then again, it's also cool to hear, butterfly motif being mentioned again, because again, I love the song, so yeah. For some reason, yeah, then I also was like thinking about, are there any other like old Persona, or not Persona, are there any other like obscure SMP games I don't mind playing? Again, I don't think there is much. I think I'm only gonna play more the modern games from Modern Atlas, like the mainline SP games after Nocturne. I could also play Nocturne as well one day. I know on the channel, but yeah. I would like to get the HD remaster version. It's not like the most amazing version of Nocturne, but hey, it does, make the game. It does add some quality of life, which I kind of like, so yeah, that's kind of one reason why I checked it out. I wouldn't mind checking Devil Survivor, Soul Hackers, even though that's technically an older game. You get a knife. That's another item that the person wanted. Bloodstained knife, well, that's not great. I should mention the black butterfly. It's like an optional thing you can collect, but yeah, it's very important though. So yeah. So now, where do I need to go now? Is a good question. So yeah, I think we need to like kind of backtrack a little bit. You just need to backtrack a little bit because the last time you need to get is somewhere else. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because this area is basically just a dead end. So yeah, we're gonna make our way backwards. So yeah, again, like I said, for some reason I was like thinking about what other like SD games I mind playing. Again, like I said, yeah, it's probably gonna be more modern games, like I mentioned Nocturne, Devil Survivor, Digital Devil Saga, and all that good stuff. I don't think you're gonna see me going on my way to playing SMT if or eating the Garmy Tensei, so yeah. But hey, again, like I said, I do have some interest in Soul Hackers, so yeah, maybe I'll play that one day. It does help that actually got 3DS ports, so yeah. Like, yeah, again, you're probably not gonna see me play the original Devil Summoner anytime soon either, so yeah, unless something happens to that. Rider I could definitely play. I think that's one cool thing about SMT. Again, there's definitely something for everyone, it kind of feels like. It feels like there is like something for everyone because again, there's a lot. Atlas decided to do a lot with the series. It probably was a big risk considering that year. Without Persona 3 and 4 doing well, things weren't looking great. So yeah. But hey, Persona 3 and 4 did really well, and then yeah, that means that yeah, Atlas can keep making games. So yeah, they make SMT 4 after that, and then yeah, SMT 5, Persona 5. There's also Catherine as well. I don't know if I played Catherine just because it's non-RPG. Because yeah, most of the Atlas games I think of are at least RPG adjacent, so yeah. Say there's that. So yeah, I probably would be playing those, so yeah. But hey, there are definitely some interesting games that aren't RPGs that Atlas have made. Atlas have made a lot of different games, so yeah. And published a lot of different games too, like Etrian Odyssey for example. So yeah. So again, I'm definitely a developer I quite like. I don't know who my favorite RPG developer is, to be fair. Because it's kinda like, yeah, I kinda like a lot of different developers to be honest, so yeah. I like a lot of different kinds of developers to be honest, because yeah, some on the smaller side, some on the bigger side, That's kinda how it feels. So anyway. And now this is a bit confusing, but I need to basically retrace my steps a little bit, so yeah. Is again, we need to get one more item, so yeah. And now we're over here, and then I can go take the stairs again. Now I'm back on basement floor 1, and yeah, this is where I need to be, because all we need to do is we need to go all the way down. So yeah, again, this area is actually quite a lot bigger. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. In fact, yeah, I might actually make this its own part, you'll see why later. Because when we do give the irons back to the dude, something's about to happen. So yeah, I want to be a bit careful about, so yeah. Again, we're actually having a lot of short parts in this, but again, I think it's just because I fear if things go on for too long in these parts, so yeah. So that's why, yeah, I want to do more shorter chunks, I guess. So yeah. So there you go. I think it also tells that, yeah, again, it is only the gameplay this time around, because yeah, the reason why a lot of parts of 4 were very long was because, yeah, I wanted to show more than just the gameplay, like, I wanted to talk about maybe the characters' personas, maybe I want to talk to NPCs, all that stuff, so yeah. But here though, yeah, it's basically just, gameplay. Dungeon exploration, battling, all that good stuff, so yeah. So that's why, again, that's why these parts are ending up kind of short, but hey, I'm have fun with that, so yeah. I don't really see the problem for that right now. Especially with, me being unfamiliar with how these areas are going to play out, so yeah. I mean, I think that's just going to work out better for me and everyone else, so yeah. And maybe we'll kill more angels, so. I'm not getting too many mutations again, like I said. The stats, it's kind of hard to grind for stats, I'll admit. You basically need to, do something else while you're trying to grind for stats. Like, for example, I was trying to get all instances as well. I was also trying to get the rumor weapons and stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get the one for the rapier, but that's okay. It is what it is. So yeah, and I was hoping that it would basically carry over. I was hoping to basically carry over to this, basically, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and, you know, keep doing this. Keep using our, we'll keep using our, Shahada. Yeah, we're about to get the last time we need to get for this person, so yeah. So we go. And also, we did talk about Yamoka as well, so I wanted to take that into account as well, so yeah. Anyway. But after that, yeah, we don't have any episodes to talk about because you know, that's going to be the last bio in this playthrough, so yeah. Anyway, here's a Black Lighter. So let's look at that. Black Lighter has initials TS agreed on it, so there we go. Okay, sorry about that, just got a phone call there, so yeah, I need to go take that. Alright, so this wall doesn't actually take us anywhere, so we're gonna ignore it. We just need to wake our way back now, so yeah. Might not be a bad time to use a stone, but like I said, I don't actually mind battling to be honest, because again, it's gonna help power up, Nantra and Ellie, potentially. I mean, it will, because they're gonna level up, so yeah, I don't know why I was saying that, but anyway. Again, we are running for the SP a little bit, but again, it's fine. We'll use the SP healing. They keep using physical attacks on Maya for some reason. I'm gonna take that though, because again, Satan doesn't like magic, so yeah. If you used Tama and killed Maya, yeah, that would have been very bad, but it is what it is, right? That is one problem with Satan. Again, Satan is definitely weird because he, for some reason, again, it's very strange that, yeah, again, he doesn't resist everything, he just repels all physical with the magic. Which again, you wouldn't accept for a high level persona, but hey, I guess that is kind of unique, so yeah. Okay, now all we need to do is just make our way back to the start and deliver the items. But like I said, I think I'm going to end the part before we do so, because again, I have been reading ahead, and yeah, like I said, something is about to happen, which would make things a bit complicated, shall we say, for myself, so yeah. Because, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to save once we do that, let's just say, so yeah. So I'm going to be taking things a bit cautiously, so yeah. But in the meantime, yeah, we'll just keep talking and walking. So yeah. Yeah, again, so far, yeah, like I said, I think the good thing about this is not being blind on this, because if I was blind on this, I feel like, this place would definitely test my patience a little bit, so yeah. Well, you know, I mean, that kind of just, I mean, yeah, again, I do like using guides when I play games, because, or play games in general. I think it's just that, yeah, I want to get the most out of my playthroughs, especially when playing RPGs, so that's why, again, I like to look this up, so yeah. So I'll just go for that. So we go. Again, we're powering up naturally by doing this, that's nice. And yeah, Nantra gets another level up, so yeah, he's slowly but surely catching up, so that's good to know. Or good to see, I should be saying. You might be able to get everyone to level 99 null stats, but again, Nantra is gonna be missing out on the HP and SP, which is a bit of a shame, so yeah. Unfortunately, going to 99 null stats isn't gonna help with that, so yeah. So let's keep going down here. You got more of these, I think these are the minion, yeah, there you go. Again, I was kind of good at remembering all the angels, but yeah. And then I kind of slipped up, but yeah. Because you are only fighting angels, that also means that yeah, if you have dark skills, then yeah, you'll have a field day for those, so yeah. If you have like your chaos elements and stuff like that. I forget what the skill's called. Pandemonium? Yeah, there you go. That's the previous skill's called. That's the one you need. Chaos element for. And we do get no mutation. There we go. So yeah, these skills are starting to get a bit stronger. Anyway, we also don't have, you know, we can't do the red Dragon Fortune to also raise the mutation chance. Again, it doesn't help that, yeah, I'm not using mutation kit, but again, losing the stats could be a little problematic, so that's why I'm not, again, worrying too much. Again, at the moment, yeah, all-round earrings is what these two want, so yeah. Until we get the stats to 99. But anyway. And they're just talking to us again. saying, what does a regular angel want? Anyway, see, they're level 67, so they have been leveled up. He just wants fortune chilling, good, so yeah, I can do this. Again, I could get the pack to see if I can get the rapier, but again, it's fine. The only problem is that, yeah, I mean, I did get a pack. Oh yeah, packs reset completely. You know what? I'll see if I can spread a room with Angel before I leave, so yeah, I'll couple that. Alright, so I found some Angels now, finally. I got also told the Archangels because apparently they have the same, personality type. So yeah, let the such report works. Persuade, this was says guide. So yeah. Most of the angels, yeah, they need some kind of persuade to make them happy. So yeah. So let's see, what does... Okay, so yeah. You can't spread rumors, so that's good to know. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to find out. So yeah, if you want to get the... I'm guessing then, yeah, if you wanted to get the Legendary Rapier, what you would do then is that, yeah, you would actually probably get that in Mount Iwato just before Ellie leaves your party, I guess. That probably makes the most sense. But anyway, so I think, yeah, we're going to end things here. Let's use Haranias to get Maya back to a decent amount of SP, so yeah. And yeah, we did level up a little bit. I decided not to really show that because, again, it's not super important, but yeah, now Nancho, I mean, that's with Yamoka. Actually, no, it does show level here. So yeah, Nancho's now level 42, so he leveled up a couple of times, and Ellie leveled up once, she's level 55. And yeah, that's what the stats look like now, so yeah. And then yeah, I only got the one mutation, I'm pretty sure. I think only Yamoka got stats, so yeah. Oh, hey, he's almost kept on Dex, which, yeah, that's a bit weird for Nancho, considering he's more physical attack in this game, but hey. Anyway, so yeah, we'll end things off here, because I'm pretty sure I could save here, so yeah. Nope, actually no, I can't. We need to leave, so let's do that. Now I can save, so yeah, good. So yeah, that was means that yeah, if I really want to, I can go back to Trish, which you know what, I probably should. Here's again, next section, yeah, it'll be a little bit more difficult to heal it, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. I don't even know if you can or not, so yeah. Again, use the Haranias. Again, I probably don't need to do this, but again, I have the money, so I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, let's heal. And yeah, it's 30,000. So there you go. So yeah, at least now, yeah, I'm learning more about things, so yeah, about this game. Is it just that, yeah, even though I do have that guide helping out, I have to learn a lot of things on my own, so yeah. Anyway, so again, 2C is what we wanted. That's where, definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, 2C is obviously where that person is, so yeah. So we're gonna save here, and then yeah, we're gonna be talking to him in the next part. So yeah. So yeah, that was fun. Got the 2 Alta Personas now. We've been using them a decent amount too, so yeah. And yeah, next time, yeah, I guess we'll use them a little bit more, maybe. We shall see. But I think next part we're gonna be seeing a lot of Armageddon. That'll make more sense later, so yeah. Anyway, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.